fantastic place, super cool environment. Play the board games that they have. You can also buy board games there, located in the Parnell Road Plaza in Jackson. This weekend is the final weekend for Summer Spectacular, our summer event series, sponsored by Summit Heights Dental Care. And we have some of the spectacular events of the summer. The Rose Parade, the Rose Queen Pageant, Grass Lake Traffic Jammin', and the Hot Air Jubilee, starting at 1 o'clock Saturday on JTV. Our next guests are from East Jackson Community Schools, Superintendent Steve Doerr, along with two of his educators. We have Sammy Rebandt and Joe Niehaus. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Bart, for having us.
Thank you for having us.
And we introduce today new athletic director in his first year as AD, Joe Niehaus. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And also football coach.
Yes, sir.
Great. So you've been busy already.
Oh, very busy.
A couple weeks.
It's been a busy couple weeks, yes.
Yeah. Today's great practice weather. Great two-a-day weather.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And Sammy, we had a chance to spend some time pre-pandemic.
Yes.
I think, what did we do in your classroom?
We did the walking classroom when I was teaching fourth grade in the classroom. So we had our own little headsets and little podcast machines, and it's about 15 or 20 minutes of a podcast that the students would listen to and walk while they were listening and learning, and there's quizzes afterwards and videos. So it was a great way to get them moving.
Yeah, education and exercise all in one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Fun fact, Joe and Sammy are brother and sister.
Yes, we sure are.
We are.
I'm the oldest.
Nope.
I wasn't going to ask.
He's in the middle.
I'm the middle
He's
child.
The middle child.
She's my big sister, but she was also like second mom growing up. So because there's a lot of us, so she was mom 2.0.
Well, the Niehaus name is I think famous in Grass Lake athletics. Your dad, the coach.
My dad helped coach when we were playing, yes, okay. And then myself and three of my brothers played football and baseball and some basketball, and then the younger sisters were the best athletes. They really made the name.
So yeah, strong athletic tradition in the Niehaus family. So you're okay with leaving all the Warriors paraphernalia behind?
Absolutely, it's all gone.
Well, that's neat.
We're all Trojans now.
Well, let's first check in with the football team. How's it look for this season?
It's been very good, very productive first couple weeks of practice. We're a very senior-led team. We'll have about 22 on the varsity roster, and 13 of them are seniors. So it's been very efficient. They know the playbook very well, so there hasn't been a whole lot of correcting we've had to do. It's just a matter of getting execution right in preparation for the season.
Awesome. We'll look forward to some wins.
Mm-hmm.
And really, you've got one of the most beautiful football facilities in all of Jackson County.
Yeah, we really do. Our entire athletic complex, inside and out, is top notch. I would compare it to most schools in Jackson County, and I think we really do have the best.
Yeah, in fact, Steve, they moved the Selby Track Classic to East Jackson for the last couple of years.
Yes.
And I think everyone wants us to stay there permanently.
I've heard that rumor.
We'll be hosting again this spring, and I don't really see it changing as long as they will let us.
I think that'll be great. And you've got a different job than the last time I saw you. You're the elementary STEAM teacher.
Yep. So I see young fives all the way up to sixth grade all day long. I get to have fun and make a lot of messes, and it's a great time. I love it. The kids are very creative, and right now we actually have Camp Invention happening, kind of like a 2-week boot camp before school. We were able to completely offer it for free. We got some grant money, and it's been a great time watching the kids kind of explore and invent and learn about inventors and kind of just go at their own pace, and it's been a great program.
Well, I promise that I'll come back and see you, because during the pandemic we weren't able to pay a visit to any of the schools. But Steve, you've assured me I'll be welcome back.
Absolutely. And you know what? If you pause to think about it from big picture, this is going to be our first school year. We anticipate, I should say, knock on wood. Our first school year in 4 years that's going to be uninterrupted by COVID.
Wow.
You know,
Yes.
in one way or another. And you know, we're looking at a return to normalcy, and everyone is looking for that sense of belonging. They want to be a part of the community, and you know, that's where your school is. We're ready to embrace everyone with open arms, including you, Bart.
All right, well, we'll look forward to that. And yes, let's hope it is a real return to normalcy for everyone this school year. So everything's all set. Kids are being welcomed back next week.
Yeah, Wednesday we have a half day. Very excited. We have just a couple small staffing glitches, like everybody. We still have parapros in the roster that we need to hire, and we're still looking to employ some more people. You know, just being a part, a great community of a school community that you can really be a part of and feel like you're at home. That's what we offer.
I think every district's looking at still filling positions this close to the start of school.
Yes,
And Jeff Punches, who was AD before you, he's still with the district.
correct. He's now middle school principal.
Nice. So he moves over with you.
Wow, they're
No,
still
no,
there.
no.
Middle school,
Elementary,
high
still
school.
in
Yep,
middle-
yep.
yeah,
Middle school, high school
together.
That's
yeah.
Together.
Yep.
And some bond improvements to it, the campus, since I was there last.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, when COVID, just before COVID struck, our bid packs went out in early March of 2020 for the bond that was passed by the voters in 2019. So the board made a decision that they wanted to move forward because all of the local contractors wanted to do it. And we said yes, so long as it's safe. So there were a lot of improvements in 2020, but supply chain issues hit us pretty hard. So some of those bled over into 2021. And there was even one electrical component that just got installed this summer that finally got to our loading
Wow.
dock. Yeah.
Yeah, I know some people are still waiting for pieces and parts.
But huge improvements in the common spaces are what our community very much wanted. Our cafeteria at the high school, the locker rooms, the gymnasium. We really made significant improvements to our facilities. Of course, the boring stuff to talk about, like roofs, boilers, ventilation systems. I say that and most people's eyes glaze over, but that was very important during COVID, that we could reopen our doors having good fresh airflow, right? So all of those things are very important. We've done updates to security, which are very significant. There's a lot of huge improvements going on at East Jackson.
Yeah.
I'd love to show you a bunch of those. Brian.
All right, well,
And something we're really excited about the elementary, speaking of updates, not necessarily related to the bond, I don't think, but we were able to update our audiovisual systems in the classrooms. And so the elementary classrooms are now all equipped with new 85 or 86 inch interactive flat panels instead of our old smart boards. And
There's a picture.
It's
And-
basically like an 86-inch TV, flat screen TV in our classrooms.
Slash computer at
but
the
it
same
has
time.
a computer also, and so we can project everything there that way. And so we're pretty excited about that. And yeah, there it is. It's huge and it has a lot of capabilities and lots of programs built in, and it raises and lowers so the kids can interact with it and touch it also. So
Depending upon if you're using it with kindergartners or sixth grade.
yeah.
And it also actually turns horizontal.
Yep.
And it can, an interactive table.
Flat table.
oh my gosh. So the chalk industry is still reeling from all these improvements.
You're not here at EJ.
Oh, here's another picture.
And then here's a picture of our camp invention kiddos. We had 45 kids registered, and this was one of the days last week.
Just this week, this is brand new
Yeah,
picture.
yeah.
Here we go. This is voluntary summer workout. We were fortunate this summer to get up in the 20s, up in the weight room almost every day, not just for football but all sports. Really improving our strength and conditioning this off season.
That's the key, really.
It's very important. And here we are last week. Last week we took a break from practice, took the boys out to Lions training camp. They had a blast. They got a lot of free stuff. They got some autographs.
Neat.
Got to interact with some players. Couple of our guys were given free tickets to preseason games. It was a lot of fun.
Nice adventure.
One more camp invention. This was last week. They were making their own spin art. So they made their own robot and then put the paper on top and used markers to create their own spin with their robots.
Is that a 3D printer back there?
It is. I have two. Yeah. We love our 3D printers.
Awesome. You guys have great science programs, great robotics program at EJ.
Yeah, we start with the littles. We've got 2 littles starting in 2nd grade for robotics, and 2 uppers at the elementary, and middle school and high school are very successful as well.
You mentioned a podcast.
Yeah.
You're doing a podcast?
I am. Well, it's not me, but
Okay.
there it is, Talking with Trojans. So we started a student-led podcast, and it was just a crazy idea I had with a group of kids, 6th graders this year, 5th graders last year, and I said, what if we made a podcast? And it'd been something I had talked about for a while and didn't know what direction to take it, and the kids really ran with it, and we kind of started off with some basic questions and interviewing each other and learning how to speak and how to speak clearly and how to use the software. And in December, we went to the state capitol. McCall has a technology showcase there at the state capitol, and they got to interview a state representative. He's actually in the Senate now. He was just elected into the Senate, John DeMoose from up north. And they still talk about that. The girls I was able to take, they still talk about going to the Capitol and interviewing somebody, and they, it was just a great experience. So we've got some pretty cool ideas to kind of keep that podcast relevant, and they interviewed the staff and some of the high school mentors that were coming down to the building, and really had some good thought-provoking questions for them and wanted to kind of explore the world. So now we're going to work more on them sharing some knowledge with our podcast, and hopefully some announcements, like audio announcements for the building, and updates about what's happening in our district. So
Cool.
We've got some cool ideas, and I think it's going to be great. It's live on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and they love to check the viewers. They love to check who's listening and how many people listen to each episode. But it's been a lot of fun and a lot of growth in students' fluency and ability to speak.
Well, after today, I'm sure the audience will just explode.
Check us out.
Now, Joe, how are having your sister working together in the same district? Are there ways that you guys collaborate?
Well, my first year with the district, I was a long-term sub, and I had the senior leadership class, and we collaborated on Big Brothers Big Sisters. So I took my leadership class down there to her 4th grade classroom. Other than outside of that, there hasn't been too much collaboration. And now that I'm in the new role that I'm in, I'm looking to get athletes down in the elementary school reading, going outside on recess, just to get them excited to be East Jackson Trojans.
Cool. Still time to sign up and be an East Jackson student for this fall?
Yeah, if I can put in a plug, great place to be. I've been with East Jackson most of my career, and it's a great place to be. It's a great place to work, a great place to be a part of a very welcoming community that makes you feel like you belong and everyone knows your name. So yeah, parents, anyone looking for a parapro position, stop in. Check us out on the website. We have a Facebook stream that is very robust, Instagram, Twitter, they're all there. You can see what we're about and see that a lot about our story. People are welcomed in our district with open arms. So you can even stop in if you want.
Cool. I think Sammy needs a parapro. You chuckled when he said, if you want to be.
I could use a parapro at all times, but I don't think that's in the plan.
Joe, who's your first game?
We play Potterville at home on Friday, August 26th.
Awesome. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Good luck to all of you and
Thank you.
everyone in the East Jackson community. Safe start of the school year.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
so much, Bart.
Good to see you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
From East Jackson School Superintendent Steve Doerr and a couple from the same family and the East Jackson family, Joe Niehaus and Sammy Rebandt.